In this lesson, we will learn what IPv6 Global Unicast is, how to subnet it, and how to implement it in your network. Let's get started with IPv6 Global Unicast. As you may know, Global Unicast refers to the public range of IPv6 addresses managed by INA and its regional Internet Registry offices. Initially, INA only used the range 2000/3 for global unicast. Later, INA assigned all IPv6 range to global unicast address if the range are not reserved for other purposes. Here is how IPv6 global unicast addresses are managed and assigned. First, INA divides the IPv6 global unicast pools and assigns to its regional Internet registries like RIPE or ARIN, which in turn divides and assigns their IPv6 pools to the local ISPs, for example, Verizon and AT&T. The ISPs then divide and assign the IPv6 pools to their customers such as Microsoft, Google, and IT Life Skills. The block of IPv6 global unicast addresses assigned to an organization is called the global routing prefix that can only be used by the organization. The organization then divides its global routing prefix into multiple prefixes and assigns each prefix to a subnet. Any devices assigned with IPv6 global unicast can be publicly accessible from the Internet without using any NAT devices. Let's learn about the rules to subnet IPv6 global unicast. As a network engineer of an organization, you will receive a global routing prefix from your local ISP with Ibis as the prefix length. It is up to you to assign the number of Ibis for interface ID. However, it is the best practice to assign 64-bit interface ID, since P plus S plus I equal 128, the subnet S bits are equal to 128 subject I subject P. The combination of the global routing prefix and a unique value created by the subnet bits will give you a prefix ID. Let's perform subnetting of IPv6 global unicast for IT Life Skills. In this example, you are the network engineer at IT Life Skills. Your AT&T ISP assigns IT Life Skills this global routing prefix. By following the best practice, you choose to assign 64-bit interface ID. You now can create 2 power of 16 IPv6 prefixes to your network. Since 0 is the first unique value in the subnet range, so the first prefix ID at IT Life Skills is this prefix, and 1 is the first unique value in the host range, so the first IPv6 address in the prefix is this IP. Let's implement IPv6 global unicast on IT Life Skills Router 1 in this network. Here are the basic steps. First, we need to enable IPv6 routing. Then we configure static IPv6 addresses on the router. Finally, we will verify the IPv6 address configuration. Let's now enable IPv6 routing on IPv6 router 1. To do that, at the router's configuration mode, we issue the command IPv6 unicast-routing, then hit enter. Here we are at the private mode of IPv6 router 1. Let's go to the configuration mode and issue the command IPv6 unicast-routing, then hit enter. And thus is we have just enabled IPv6 unicast routing on IPv6 router 1. In this step, we will configure static IPv6 global unicast on IPv6 router 1. To do that, at the router's configuration mode, we issue the command interface, then we provide the interface name and number, then hit enter. It will bring us into the interface configuration mode. Then we issue the command IPv6 address. Then we provide the IPv6 address for the interface. Then hit enter. Finally, to enable the interface, we need to issue the command no shut. Then hit enter. From the network diagram, we know that IPv6 router 1 have two interfaces that we need to configure the IPv6. So here we are at the configuration mode of IPv6 router 1. First, let's configure the IPv6 on the interface F00. To do that, we need to go to the interface by using the command interface F00, then hit enter. Here we are at the interface configuration mode, so we issue the command IPv6 address, then we provide the address for the interface, then hit enter. Now we need to enable the interface by using the command no shut. Let's switch to the interface F01 to configure its IPv6 address. Now we issue the command IPv6 address, then we need to fix the address for the interface F01, then hit enter. And after that, we enable the interface by using the no shut command, and thus is we just configure the IPv6 addresses on the interface F00 and F01 on IPv6 router 1. Let's verify the static IPv6 global unicast that we have just configured on IPv6 router 1. To do that, we can use the command show IPv6 interface or show IPv6 interface brief. Here we are at the private mode of IPv6 router 1, so let's issue the first command show IPv6 interface, then hit enter. As you can see, the interface F00 is shown with the global unicast address that we just configured, along with the subnet where the address belongs to. Similarly, on the interface F01 is shown with the global unicast address that we configure and the subnet where the address belongs to. Let's now issue the command show IPv6 interface brief, then hit enter. As you can see, with the brief command, it only shows with the address on each interface. Let's verify IPv6 connected routes. To do that, at the router's private mode, we need to show the IPv6 routing table by using the command show IPv6 route. For the connected routes, we include the keyword connected, then hit enter. Here we are at the private mode of IPv6 router 1. Let's issue the command show IPv6 route connected, then hit enter. As you can see, it shows us with the two connected routes for the two interfaces that we have just configured, the interface F00 and the interface F01.